What is up, everybody? This is Lil Willie 618, and today I'm bringing you guys an episode of Realizing Reality, the show where I take a topic and I bring everybody back to the reality of the situation. Or in this case, I take an idea that involves our community, I flip it on its head, and bring you guys a different perspective on it. Now, to start off this topic, I want to ask you guys a question. Raise your hand if you ever thought or currently think that the bigger the YouTuber, the bigger ego they have, and the bigger the asshole they are. Okay, now if you're raising your hand, look around. Why are you raising your hand watching a YouTube video by yourself? I'm just kidding. Go ahead, do whatever. But anyway, if you did raise your hand, or if you do think that bigger YouTubers are bigger assholes, you're not alone. I've thought it before, and hundreds of other people I see think of it all the time. They think that the bigger the YouTuber, the bigger ego, the bigger asshole they are, yada yada yada. And why do we think this? We think this because, we send these guys tweets or PMs on YouTube or, or any other social site. We go, hey, can you check out my video? I've been working on it. Hey, can you give it a like? Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And, we never get a response. And so we don't get a response. We start thinking, oh, these guys are assholes. They're not helping me out. Blah, 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 blah. Now, ever since I've been doing this YouTube thing, I've asked YouTubers to help me out before, and, I gotten one or two that have, and, don't get a lot of help from others, and I thought they were just a bunch of assholes. Now, I've gotten to play with a lot of these guys, too. I got to play with the medium-sized channels like Black4863, Cinematic, Optimus Magnum, American Infidel, who else? OG Walrus. I've gotten to play with those guys. And then I get to play with some of the bigger YouTubers like Chaos X Silencer I got to play with a couple times. And most recently, I got to play with Minnesota Burns. And I played League Play with him, and if you guys want proof, just go to my gamer tag and look at the Black Ops 2 League teams. And you'll see that one of the League teams is one of Burns' gamer tags on them. So, I got to play with Minnesota Burns along with my buddy Mega and one of Mega's friends, Captain Knuckles. I played like crap, but we dominated. We got in the Platinum Division, and while I was playing with these guys, I kind of realized something. Minnesota Burns, he's actually kind of a cool guy. People think, hey, since he's a troll, he's an asshole. Since he's got a million plus subs, he's gonna be a dick or have a really big ego. And that's not really the case. He's not loud or obnoxious. He's not an asshole. He doesn't think that he's better than everybody else. Anything, he's just a normal dude. He's a typical gamer. And it's kind of weird to think that way, because I've always thought that sometimes if a bigger YouTubers can be assholes, But I got to play with Burnsy, and, I thought he was going to be loud and obnoxious. I thought he was going to be trolling the entire time. And to be honest, he was actually kind of quiet. Most of the talking we did whenever we talked to each other was in-game, doing call-outs and stuff. And Minnesota Burns is kind of a tryhard. I will say that. But he's a tryhard, very competitive. Just like the rest of us, As gamers, we can be very competitive in this game. Sometimes we do it for fun, which is when I think he does most of his trolling. And sometimes we, are tryhards. We try to get, big scores, we get good gameplays or whatever. And it got me thinking about, the whole, why do we think that the bigger YouTubers are the bigger assholes? And I got to thinking, I play with these big guys, and, they're not assholes, they're not, dicks, they don't have big egos, they're just normal guys. But who are the guys that are actually the assholes in this YouTube community? And then I started to think, are the smaller guys like us, like me, are we the assholes? And let's think about this. Whenever we ask somebody, whether we ask a Chaos Silencer or a Minnesota Burns or maybe a White Boy or a Witty's gamer tag, whenever we ask these guys on Twitter or Facebook or YouTube, you go, hey, could you please check out this video? I've tried a lot. I've worked hard on it. do we actually just, politely ask, or does it sound like we demand on them? And what I mean by that is, do we go, hey, you, go like this video? Do we do that? Because I'm starting to think we actually do that, because, I mean, every time, like I said to it, I have times where I don't ask please and thank you and all that stuff. I kind of do. That's kind of a bad habit of mine on Twitter. But I know people just demand this stuff from these big guys. Like, hey, you should help me out. And while I agree they should help us out, I don't think we should demand it from them. And, that's kind of the thing. They don't demand us to do anything. It's like we demand them to do something for us. And, they don't know us. It could be the first time they've ever heard of us. And we just demand from them. And we demand and demand. And, looking at it that way, us demanding from it, we don't get a response because they got 100 messages exactly like that in that same minute. That makes me wonder. That made me wonder, is the reality of the situation, are we the assholes? Are we the guys that demand so much from them and demand them to actually like our video to give us a couple thousand subs? Is it guys like us that are the assholes? Because let me tell you, I ran into a couple of guys who had a couple thousand subs, and you know what? They were the biggest assholes ever. Probably because I call them a fanboy, call a couple of them fanboys or whatever, but they were still assholes. And I gotta wonder, but that makes me wonder: is the reality of the situation, the bigger the YouTuber, the bigger the asshole? Or is it the smaller the YouTuber, the smaller the asshole? Kind of makes you think a little bit. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Do you guys think that it's the bigger the YouTuber, the bigger the asshole? Or is it the smaller the YouTuber, the smaller asshole? Or do you think that everyone in this freaking YouTube community is just a big old asshole? And we need to have a reality check. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. This game was a 31-7 domination on slums. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a comment, like I said, talking about this topic. And make sure to also leave a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free, and it'll let you know whenever I post more content. But I'm going to get out of here. Bleh, if I can talk. Thank you guys for watching and listening. My name is LilWooly618, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!